guys, welcome to Runaway Homestead. My name is Ashley and you're probably wondering who I am. You're probably wondering where's Perry, where's Kim? I am Perry and Kim's youngest child. I'm their only daughter, and my mom and dad are actually at a homesteaders convention this weekend. So hopefully maybe you guys will be there too, and some of you will cross paths with them. So hopefully they're gonna come back with lots of new things that they've learned and new friends. So I'm really excited for them to have the opportunity to go to this. So I told my dad, why don't you let me take over the homesteading page this weekend, and you guys don't worry about anything while you're gone, I'll take care of it. So me and my daughters will be at the homestead, the farm is what we call it. We'll be at the farm this weekend taking care of the animals and making sure that everything is running smoothly while they're gone. But today I am actually working on some stuff in my kitchen that I realized I learned all of this from my mom. She has taught me so much about what to do with all of the extra parts of our foods that we don't typically use, or like the extra or the waste, and just other little tips and tricks in the kitchen that have really helped me save money and time. So I thought maybe I would pass those tips and tricks along to you guys. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm working on is I'm working with this basil pesto. A lot of times my mom will make her own because she's awesome like that, but it takes a ton of basil to make pesto. So I love this basil pesto that I get from Costco. It is a, let's see, it's like a 22-ounce jar. It's a lot of pesto. So what I like to do, which again my mom taught me, is to use an ice tray, and I will just scoop out some of the pesto and fill each one of these. As you can see, this tray's dirty because I just got it out of the freezer, and so I'm doing my second batch right now. So I just fill all of these little slots with pesto and then stick it in the freezer, and once they're frozen, then I just pop out the little cubes and I put them in a Ziploc bag and store them in the freezer. Now once I'm finished and I put them in the freezer, I use this pesto for lots and lots of different things. I love it on a bagel with like a tomato and cream cheese. I love it with veggies, like I will saute asparagus and zucchini and squash, and at the very end just pop in one of these little cubes of pesto and until it melts, and it is delicious. It is. So those are some of the things that I like to use this pesto for, but by freezing it, it allows me to use all of it instead of some of it going bad. Okay guys, so tip number 2 that I learned from my mom. I just finished cutting up celery. My kids love to munch on this. They pack it in their lunches and eat it as snacks throughout the day. So I just finished cutting that up. Now, here's the tip. My mom taught me that when you are finished with like the end of your celery or any of like the junk pieces, just throw them in a bag and freeze them. So I have in here celery, onion, and carrots, and I save this in the freezer until I'm ready to make like a chicken stock or chicken noodle soup, and then I can take these out and use them to make my stock. So instead of just tossing it in the trash, I freeze it. So there's tip number 2. Okay guys, so for my final tip, I am actually getting ready to make chicken stock. So that bag of veggies that I had set aside, I'm getting ready to use that. It's been frozen and I'm getting ready to use it. So I bought this rotisserie chicken from Kroger, and I'm going to cut it up. I've got a pot of water over here getting ready to boil, and I'm going to put my good meat that I'm going to use into this baking dish so that I can use it for dinner tonight, and then whatever I don't use, I'm going to toss it in the pot to make chicken stock. So, okay guys, I have my chicken cleaned. So there's all my good chicken that I'm using for my dinner tonight. And then in this pot over here, I have all of my chicken carcass. So You can see bones and all, everything is in here. And then all of that leftover celery and onions and carrots that I had that I wasn't gonna use. I have some little baby carrots in here that my kids won't eat them once they start to turn white. I don't really blame them. So whenever my carrots start to turn that white color, then I just toss them in here too. So I've got onions and celery and the chicken carcass, and then I didn't have a ton of onions, so I put a little bit of onion powder, some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and I'm gonna let that come to a boil. Okay, so my chicken stock is finished cooking. It's been boiling for about 30 minutes at least, and I'm ready to strain it. So what I do is I just put my strainer inside of a really big bowl here in my sink, and then I just pour it in. Okay guys, so I'm just going to pour this pot into my strainer. I just go slow just in case. I don't want my bowl to overflow, in case I have more liquid. It smells so good. Okay, so it looked like my liquid was getting kind of full in that bottom bowl there, so I just stopped. See how full that bowl is? And I'm gonna pour this into a different bowl to save it. Ooh, okay. And then I'm gonna finish. So I still have all of that down in my pot, and I wanna make sure that I get everything out of it. So as you can see there, all the bones and the carcass of the chicken and those veggies. So we get all the nutrients and everything out of that into our stock. Okay guys, that's it. Those are the tips that I learned from my mama that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed them, and I hope they'll be really helpful for you guys too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna go get my kitchen cleaned up now and go enjoy dinner. Have a great day. Bye guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.